Oh, hello. Welcome. My name is Tyler Halterman. I'm a 3D artist and an instructor at Sky Community College for augmented and virtual reality. Here's my home office. As you can see here, just kind of have a small office that kind of gets everything that I need. So I have my station here where I typically will draw or maybe sketch ideas for my projects. I have a great passion for art. And then I have my Quest. I also have a Vive that I use down in the basement for if I want to test on the Vive. A microphone for just tutorials. My computer setup here, and this here is actually, as you saw, a drawing tablet, so it has a pen sensitivity to it. So it's a nice little comfortable area to work. So what we do at Sky Community College, we have two different teams. We have our development team, and then we have our instruction team. So, I sometimes work for a little bit on both. As far as the development team, there are many roles. You have your coders, you have programmers, you have your project management, and then graphic designers sometimes. And then what I do typically would be the 3D artist role. So for 3D artists, they're responsible for creating 3D content, digital 3D models to be placed into a number of different applications. For a pipeline, I can show you the pipeline. So what typically would happen, let's say if I were to be told, okay, we need this shoe model. I will then the first step would be gather the references, make sure I know exactly how this shoe looks. And then so I would, after I do that, I would go into my 3D modeling software and I start to model out the shoe, based off of references I had. So after I model the shoe, I then could do what's called unwrapping. So unwrapping is like when you take an object and you're gonna trim it up and you want to lay completely flat onto a surface. And the reason we lay it flat is therefore we can apply texture. As you can see here, this shoe here has the unwrap completed. And so you'll do that for the whole shoe. And then once that's completed, you then will go into your texturing software, which some people use. Photoshop's a popular one. Substance Painter is another one. And Substance Painter is one I personally prefer. So you'll then go into Substance Painter and when you first go to Substance Painter, you'll see that there are, the Substance Painter itself will just import a gray version of your model. So mine is a shoe, and then you can start to apply different textures on it. You can use your tablet as I do, and you start to paint on different textures. So once you have applied all those textures to it, you then export the textures out, and then you'll combine in the game engine both the 3D model and the textures you just created. And that's when you'll see, that's when you see the model in 3D how you do, and how you expect to see it. So that's kind of the pipeline, in a nutshell, for a 3D artist. So a 3D artist, there are a range of different industries you can work in. You have the film industry, so any of those creatures you see in film, or maybe some big effects works with 3D artists. You have video game industry, and those are typically more in your big cities, your West Coast. But then also you have your augmented and virtual reality companies, kind of more Midwest. These guys, typically they're going to be creating, simulations for training, job training, or maybe educational apps. And there's a wide range of what this industry can do for you. So for schooling, there are a bunch of different options of schooling or education to get this role. You could do the route where you just are self-taught and you learn all on your own. Now that's a little more challenging because there's a lot of hurdles involved with that, whether it be resources or even having someone to guide you and show you the ropes. Also, you can go to schooling. So at Sky Community College, we have a program teaching in this how to be a 3D artist. But also there are other 4-year colleges that can teach you how to do 3D artist. So yeah, that's kind of my job, in a real brief package. Thank you for stopping by and visiting today. I'm actually going to get back to doing what I like to do, which is just creating.